Hi everybody, Joey here again and welcome back. So in today's video, I want to show you guys how to build a $5 water alarm. Now water changes sometimes take a long time to fill the aquarium back up, and sometimes we leave the room for a moment. Sometimes we forget what we're doing and we overflow our aquariums. I've done that myself and heard it many times of tanks being forgot about while filling them. Or if an aquarium springs a leak in the seam or plumbing, there's no way to know until we inspect the aquarium. By then, the damage is already done. So this project will completely prevent those potential disasters by making sure that you are well aware that water is where it shouldn't be before it's too late. Now, one of the most common alarms is actually a smoke alarm. Not only are they common, but they are also pretty cheap. If you shop around, you should be able to get one on sale for around $5. Now, not only are they cheap, but they're also very loud. No matter where you are in the house, if one of these go off, you're going to hear it. Now, every smoke alarm should be replaced around every 3 to 5 years in your home just to be safe. So perhaps while you're replacing them, you save an old one for this project, like I did, and then it costs you nothing, as you were going to throw it out anyways. We only need the alarm portion of it for this project, so the smoke detector mechanism doesn't actually need to work. So we need a smoke alarm, or an alarm similar to it. The key is it has to have a test button. The test button, when pushed, will sound the alarm. This is the most important aspect for this project. When we open the alarm, we can see that it has a very simple layout. It has a 9-volt battery, a smoke detector, and an alarm in it. While all detectors are different, this is a basic layout and a basic idea of what's going to be in it. Now I like to start out by taking everything out of the casing so I can easily work with it. Now we can see how the test button actually works. When we push the button, we press down on a metal tab. That metal tab touches a wire when pushed. This completes a circuit and triggers the alarm. If we flip the alarm upside down, we can follow the path of how everything connects. Now that we know how this works, we can manually trigger it. Using a solid piece of wire, I touch both points that need to touch to complete the circuit. This sounded the alarm. We can also do this with two separate pieces of wire. When we connect them, the alarm will sound. For wire, I just used some speaker wire that I had. And you can use almost any sort of electrical wire that you can find for this project. Now the best way to connect these wires to the alarm is to use a soldering gun. However, most of you won't be able to solder the wires in place because you might not have a soldering gun. So what I did was I found places on the alarm where I can tie the wires on. I simply followed the circuit on the back until I found spots where I could do just that. With the wires attached, the alarm can be placed back in its housing. I ran the wire through the back of the alarm to make them easily accessible. Now obviously we would need for these two wires to touch in order to sound the alarm. However, water itself is a pretty good conductor of electricity. So if we dip these two wires in the water at the same time, this will complete the circuit between the two wires and sound the alarm. Now to make this more functional, I inserted a suction cup I had from an old aquarium heater holder into the back of the alarm. Now the way this works is simple. I attach the alarm to the side of the tank with a suction cup and bend the wires over the lip of the aquarium. When the water level rises in the aquarium and reaches the wires, it will sound the alarm. No matter where I am in the house, I'm going to hear it. The length of wire we need depends on the aquarium and when you want to be alerted. The deeper into the tank the wires are, the sooner you will be alerted. The wires simply need to be the same length and close together but not touching. It is also important to test the alarm prior to using by touching the wires together to ensure that it's still functioning. So when you're not using this for water changes, you can place it inside your stand or even on the floor beside your aquarium and tape the wires to the floor close together. This will alert you of any leaks or water that touches it. So for $5, you can potentially avert disaster. Given the common availability and ease of this project, it also makes for a very practical choice. Now you might be wondering if this could harm your fish. The short answer is no. It's only a 9-volt battery. There's just not enough power. The current that it does produce, as with all electricity that hits water, will stay at the surface of the water and disperse. Essentially, it's harmless. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I definitely want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.